In today's video, some incredibly talented crafty friends are taking on the challenge of scrap lifting one of my layouts with their own unique twists. Want to see how a single layout can inspire multiple styles? Curious how I reinterpret my own work? Stick around. This birthday celebration is full of crafty good ideas. I'm Kathy and it's Scraplift Crafternoon time, and I'm getting together with the crew to celebrate my birthday by scrap lifting one of my layouts. Now, as you saw at the beginning, it is a very interesting layout with lots of circles, and there was some stitching, and it was of my daughter and her husband, but I'm taking it a completely different way, and I am sure the rest of the crew, with Tara leading us, are going to come up with some amazing adaptations of that layout. And that's the whole wonder of Scraplift Crafternoon. We use one inspiration and we all create something that is totally different from each other, and I can't wait to see what everybody else is doing. So as I said, today I have to reinvent my own wheel, so to speak, and it is my birthday weekend, so it is a great it's a great tribute that people would take the time to recreate something that I've done and make it their own. So thanks, girls. I can't wait to see what you've done, and I'm really looking forward to checking out the playlist, which will be linked down below. So I am going totally different with it. I am going with a masculine feel, and so I am using some uniquely creative as my base here, and it's a road map, and it comes from the Main Street collection. And then I have got some scraps which I've just gone through with all different pieces of paper that marry into the feel of the layout that I'm going for, and the colors of the photo, and it is of my son. Now my son is my youngest boy, and he is very much a homebody, would rather be at home than go anywhere. So this photo was taken last year when he went with his friend from school, and they went to the Eastern Creek Paceway, and there was a car show on. Now, really not my son's kettle of fish, but he went because his mate wanted him to go, so he went, and he actually ended up having a nice time, which is what we keep trying to tell him: you've got to go. So he took this photo and sent it to me because the car was the Grinch car, and everybody who knows me knows I love Christmas, and so he thought it was funny that I had sort of forced him to get out of his comfort zone to go, and then he found the Grinch car to send back to show me that he was actually there and having a good time. So I'm using this layout as my base, and where I've put all the circles in my original layout, I am using cogs to form that diagonal spray, and that's how this one's going to be different than my other one, because I'm totally still using the circular shape as my inspiration, but I'm taking it into a masculine feel with the cogs, and I like how this has come together. Now on my original I did hand sewing, and I am sure that the girls that are lifting me today, there are going to be some amazing hand sewers in it, I'm sure. Tara, she always hand sews. Ronna, she's a hand sewer, and then there will be others that don't as well, and I can't wait to see. It's going to be really interesting, and seriously, Scraplift Crafternoon is just that. You take an idea and you make it your own. I want to see what parts they choose and want to see what they have done with their layouts, but as you can see, I'm pretty much sticking close to my original layout. I'm layering it out pretty similar to how I originally had it, and I am building my cluster here with elements that are related to having a good day, being out and enjoying yourself, and just making it more of a car oriented type of feel to the layout. So I have got in my geo tag there. I do have tickets because you had to have tickets to get into the show. I've chosen the colors of the layout on the layout to marry with my photo, and you can see the greens are there from the car, and you see the steel blues from the sky, and then you've got the beiges and the bones, and then that's how I've pulled it together. Got some sunnies in there because they all wear their sunnies regardless whether it's daytime or nighttime, and they have them on their heads and so forth. I'm putting in some stars there, where on my original it was butterflies, and I just am turning it really to suit the theme of the layout. I am putting little cameras everywhere around. They're my tie-in, and I've got my little word phrases. So I do like how this is coming together. It is turning out to be a little bit different to what I first interpreted I was going to do, but I love the idea. I had always thought when I chose this one for everyone to lift that I would go with cogs for some reason. Then I had to find my photo that I was going to do, and then I've just now, you know, pulled it all together, and I'm very happy. I've just used there a branding strip saying a quote, and it says, "These are the best days of our lives." And I just want him to be a little bit more adventurous and get out and enjoy himself a little bit more. He is a homebody. He does like being at home, and that's great. But I do want him not to miss out on things as well. And he really is hard to get to go somewhere. But when he gets there, he actually does enjoy it. So his brother is working very hard at making him a bit more social. So I'm just going to add in the sequins here, and you've seen I've put in some big blue and silver ones, and now I'm just adding in some tiny little blue ones around, just like my original one had. And then I'm going to add in some coppery tone ones as well, just to pick up the color of the concrete and just give it that little bit of contrast. And I do like how this has come together. So it's really funny how one beachy themed layout can turn into a totally different theme and look very different, even though the concept and the elements are similar. So you too can scrap lift away, and no one will be able to you know, claim that it's theirs, because everybody brings their own unique talent to their layout, and they take what they want and add what they want to the original design. Sometimes it is a direct scrap lift, and other times it's an inspired scrap lift. So I like how this is all finishing up beautifully here. The sequins are just that little bit extra, and it's bringing all those circles into play and making that diagonal swatch there just run across that page naturally. And I just think it's just an easy design for one photo, but looks amazing. I have this puffy sticker here, and it says, "The world is yours to explore," and it's from Simple Stories, and I just think it fits that whole theme of this page perfectly. And I like the overall effect it has on there. So I'm just going to cover up my photo here now and add in the final pieces, and that's going to be my ink splatters, and I'm using Vintage Photo and Weathered Wood today, and they are just the ones that will blend in nicely with the layout. And I like that they are not overpowering, that they're just subtle, and they add that little bit of bling, which is metallic for the cars, and I think that's a great finish off to this layout. Now, as I said, the crew get together every Sunday. Tara, our fearless leader, she leads us in selecting layouts. We approach people and ask them to let us scrap lift them if they will, and then we all have a go and an intake. And this is my intake of a scrap lift of myself, and I like how this has turned out. You can see how, even though it is my layout, I do have changes that are similar yet different, and I can't wait, as I said, to go and check out what everybody else has done. So this will be on my Facebook page as well. So if you want to play along and you want to have a scrap lift, go right ahead, and please share, because I love to see what you're all doing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay creative, friends, and I'll see you next week. Here's my next video for you, and I'll check you over there real soon.